Hey, what is going on, guys? I've got another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary for you today, and today we're going to be doing the follow-up video for the 3-step Badwater engineer guide, and it is the 8th today. As I promised I would publish this, and this is for anybody that needs further assistance or explanations and reasonings why I chose these points. So if you have not seen the 3-step engineer guide, make sure you click on the link now, because it's pretty much going to be the whole topic of this video. So now that I've let you watch that video, you should be all caught up and ready. So what we did in this first point is we went to this cliff and we set up our exit into this health pack here, and this health pack, if you put it right up against it, it prevents telefrags on the health pack, but it also is probably the hardest spot for the enemy to take out your teleport. So that is a really good spot for your teleport. Now this cliff spot, you may have seen variations of this, and I got all of these spots from professional games, because I watch a lot of professional games on YouTube. If you need to watch any, just type in EXTV Badwater and it'll come up with the map Badwater, and there'll be professional commentaries over professional players playing against other professional players. So I took the spots from this, and like I said, the cliff spot has variations, and this is one of the variations where you put your sentry on the edge of the metal grid, the dispenser in a slight dip in the wall, and the exit in the furthest corner of the health pack. And I find this spot to be really effective, especially with the pyro, because there are a few times where I go down, like this time I was not focusing and I did get sniped. But if you keep the Wrangler on, it will take a normal rocket launcher, I believe 6 rockets to take down a Wrangle, and that's a full clip plus 2 reloads, and that's a hell of a long time for somebody to go unnoticed to take down a sentry. And what you want to be doing is just have your Wrangler on, not all the time but most of the time, as it makes a nice little shield that you can hide behind, and it also gives you a complete range of where I was shooting just then, down that long alleyway. And it is really, really useful spot. And the first spot in Badwater, or the first spot in the game for like the first point of payload, is always the spot which probably goes down the fastest, and it's kind of like a slow down spot is what I would call it, where you're trying to slow the enemy down, capturing the point and not rolling it. So I do go down, and it wasn't the best first defense, but I believe that I still have my teleport up for a little bit of time. I tried to set my sentry up back here, because you got to push it right to the end and see how long you can actually keep them off the car, and I did do a bit of car blocking here just to waste their time. And so yeah, I just did that, and I tried to keep my teleport up, but it did go down to a spy, because once the spy knows where it is, you're really relying on your Pybro to help you out there, because you need to stay near your sentries and near your nest. But it doesn't matter, the first point, it's no worries. It's really the next spot which is the main slowdown point, but also probably the most effective point. So this is going to be the second point. So you set your entrance in the same place, and then you head all the way back to this barn. And the reason I chose this barn spot over the cliff spot, not the cliff, the roof spot, because most people, after the first point is taken, they would go for the roof. But I told my friend, who was an engineer, that he should take the roof and I should take this one, because you don't need 2 engineers on the roof, you need to spread it out. And I will speed this setup up, but you will see how long it takes even with a setup. So you will see the speed up now. And basically what you want to do is you've got a lot of time if your friend is on the roof holding them back. So go for your dispenser first, because the metal here is pretty scarce. You've only got 2 ammo packs that add up to 125 ammo. So get the dispenser level 3, then your sentry, and then put your exit in this corner here. And then once you've done that, it's a very, very strong defense. But this spot, it will only work if your Pybro cooperates, or if your Pybro knows what he's doing. So I chose a good friend that I know well and I communicated with, and I sent various messages in the game and told him what he needs to do, when he needs to do it, and how he can do it. And it was his first time doing this spot, and I thought he did a great job for a first time Pybro in this spot, because it's quite hard to pull these spots off without a team that cooperates. So You can't always go for these spots, but literally for this second point, all you need is a Pybro. So you will be safe and sound with that Pybro as long as you can keep your wrangle on and you're a good aim with the wrangle. So once you've set that up, make sure you're just holding them back now and just doing a bit of time wasting. And if you die, it's no big worries as long as a spy doesn't spot where you are. But they've pretty much taken this point now, so I'm telling my Pybro, you know, you need to fall back. Let's go. And the main thing he needs to do is literally keep spies off your back, because you're going to be wrangling, and when you're wrangling there's a disadvantage. It's called tunnel vision. It's like with snipers. When you scope in with a sniper, you can't see things around you, and while the wrangler doesn't make a scope around your screen black and you don't get actual tunnel vision, you are in tunnel vision because you're aiming down a long sight, so you won't be looking behind, you won't be paying attention to your 180 degree side vision as much as you would playing a different class like soldier. So the Pybro is literally a back buddy, so all he will do is just help your back out and just keep a spy off, and then all you have to do now is just do this. What I'm doing is just completely locking them down, and this spot's really good because it not only does it reach the cart, the balcony, it also reaches up in this barn into the stairs, and also the long, I'm not sure what it's called, but there's another place where they can get scouts and demos often jump up there, and you can also lock them down, so it's like a 3-in-1. So that's the spot that I'm talking about, the spot that I'm wrangling right now. It can hit there. But the main one it's really doing is the cart and the balcony. So this spot, it's rarely seen in pubs, but in competitive games it's basically the norm, because it's just such an effective defense. The bubble creates such a big bubble around you that it's really hard for snipers to penetrate you. And if there's no sharpshooting snipers on the other team, you really don't have to worry about hiding behind the bubble and just dodging the rockets and tubes and stuff. But it's mainly the Sentry that'll absorb those because the bubble is just so big. But you've got a really nice vantage point of the car and of the balcony, so they're pretty much locked down, and with your teleport level 3, your team will be getting here nice and fast just to help you out, and it's just really useful basically. Just one thing to mention, you can spray round your back with the Wrangler. If you think a spy is suspicious, maybe have got through your Pybro, you can just spray around with the Wrangler and it will uncloak a invisible spy. If you are a spy watching this video and you're trying to learn how to counter this spot, my advice is to go all the way to spawn, take my teleport, and that is the best chance you have of getting to me. If you try to get past the Pybro, you won't have much of a chance. Now this defense ends up being so strong that they just can't push it, so I'm going to speed up this section. Okay, so now you know how to defend the second and first point, let's tell you how to defend the third point. So this is my full setup, and I did have to change the gameplay because we did win there because the defense was just so strong. So basically this spot is the aim is to just completely lock down the corner which I'm shooting at now. If the cart doesn't pass that, you're allowed a free wrangle of whoever really wants to push the cart and win, which is a lot of people. So this spot is really effective, and this is probably not the most common spot in the competitive games, but one of the most common spots, because the reasoning for this is because of most sentry nests, once they go down once, there's no coming back, but with this sentry nest it's a bit different. They rarely take out the dispenser because of how hard it is to get an angle on it. They will take down the sentry occasionally, but because it's so close to the spawn, if you're in trouble you can pick up the sentry and go into the spawn, or if it goes down you can literally set up outside the spawn door really far back where they can't shoot you, and that's just really good because it allows you to set up your sentry multiple times, and with a wrangle it takes ages to get it down, especially when you're all the way back at that corner and I can see those rockets coming, and just get ready. There's also limited angles for snipers here. If you stand as far to the wall, which side I'm on now, which is my right side, then the snipers will only be able to shoot you in the corner, when they are at the corner where I was shooting. If you stand to the left side, they can shoot you through the small window up in the barn, if you know what I'm talking about. But it's rare that they'll get a good angle on that, especially when, if you watch the engineer guide and you saw where I put my exit, there won't be any snipers around that corner either. So another good thing about this spot is how hard it is for spies to get this spot, because it is a really hard spot. Because if they try and run with a dead ringer, they're just going to get instantly triggered, and if they run with an invisi-watch, they are going to have to perform some sort of miracle to get past your wrangler. They have to get past a wrangler, jump over you, make sure they get a backstep on you, and remember, you're in a spawn door, so no matter how clever the spy is, he's always going to get seen by people spawning. So that's another good reason why this spot is a very good spot. The most common spot I see in pubs is under the ramp, and while this spot is good, I find that the map room, it gets spammed into that under the ramp spot, and because in public games there's not as much cooperation in competitive games, that people don't really lock down certain areas that need to be locked down, such as the map room. So if you go here, you won't get shot by the map room. There is a chance where a rocket can hit a wooden banister and it will hit the sentry, but I'm trying to think of what the damage is called, but basically it hits this wooden post right in front of me now, and it will hit the sentry as well as the wooden post, but they have to be so accurate, and the damage is just so little against an wrangle sentry that the map room you really don't have to worry about, and you can let your teammates go for that instead. There's also no way the team can get behind you because you're just pinned up against the spawn door, and this is probably my second favourite. My favourite was the previous spot, but this is my probably second favourite because it's really funny because the cart does not move. It just completely gets locked down on this corner, and usually you're fighting for the cart to stay, you know, it always gets down the hill and you're fighting for it to stop it from going down. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you do need any further assistance, then please do tell me, because I'm happy to give it. Just leave a comment and I'll answer your questions. So this should have helped you, and it should be a nice little complete simple guide to just improving your defense on Badwater. So thank you for watching my mini series of guides, and I hope you have a nice day. See you later, guys.
Bum 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 pee.
Big fella too.